How can there be 8 stories in less than 200 pages?
Ooh, Yaoi review.
Hi everybody, it's Corbin, and today I'm here to talk about Love Lessons by Hanae Sakazaki. This is published by June. It's rated 18+. I'll read the back. We shall delve into the nitty-gritty and get into it. Mild-mannered math teacher Shari always seems a certain student at detention. Akagi, who also happens to be a popular actor. For some reason, Akagi seems to be a bit friendly, and he keeps whispering to Sensei that he's cute. It's hard to tell if Akagi is being serious or not, but one fateful day, when they are in an empty classroom, Akagi makes his move. He seems serious this time. Shari resists and pushes him away before he can figure out what's going on. Akagi suddenly drops out of school, leaving Shari more confused than ever. Drifting between the rational and the emotional, the forbidden love story between a student and teacher is sure to captivate, along with 5 other heart-wrenching short stories. From the daft pen of Hanae Sakazaki comes tales of aggressive young men pursuing their seniors. This is rated 18+. It's published by June, like I said earlier. So, to start off, I'm just going to preface this by saying I do not like short stories. Well, short yaois. So when they're divided into shorts, I don't like them. Now this one, they take the shorts to extremes. Now it says there's 5. It felt like there's way more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 6. One is a 2-parter, so that one's not quite as short, and that one is my favorite out of this entire thing. I don't like short stories. This one takes short to a whole new level. The first story, the title story, which is usually about half a yaoi, was only that much of the yaoi, this side of the yaoi. The rest of this is other short stories. Now, usually the title yaoi is way, 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 way longer. It wasn't bad. It was just so short that by the time I hit the end of it, I was finally getting to know the characters, finally getting to know what they were about, and suddenly they were bang, bang, done, story over. Okay, fine. This next story, it ran the same way, very short. By the time I actually made a connection with the characters, I was on to the next story. It was odd. Not the best shorts ever, but not bad either. They're kind of middle ground. Now, I cannot tell you which story was really about what. I mean, it's just way over, not memorable to me at all. I think my favorite one was Love Me Tender, which is the last one, and then the second to last one, well, it's the second to last one, then the last one is called Love Me, Not Love Me Tender, I think that's what it's called. Oh, the first part of it is Name in the Sky, and then the second part is Don't Love Me Tender. Now, those were my favorites. Liked that one the most. My issue overall, just to be honest, is they were way too short. Way, way, way too short. By the time you actually made a connection with the characters, started getting into the plot, it was over. That is just the theme for each one of these. There isn't even enough information for me to try to summarize the stories. It's just, it was too short. I mean, each one was way too short. You're talking about maybe 10 pages and you were done. There really wasn't much content. Literally within 2 frames, you'd have the high point, the main drama, and then it would literally flip to the end. It was just so abrupt. Now, that being said, it was still okay. Art-wise, not my favorite art style. It feels relatively amateurish, if I'm going to be honest. Now, it's not that bad as you're reading it, because you're trying to figure out what the F is going on in the stories, but it's still not good enough to cover up for how short and awkward the plot lines are in the stories. I mean, each one had, I can't even call them distinctly looking characters, but each one had generally unique characters. They were not distinctly different, but it's just one of those things that I, for the life of me, cannot wrap my head around why they were so short. I mean, that's what I keep coming back to, is they were so short. And there were, like, so many of them in here. And some of them made absolutely next to no sense unless you really took your time reading them and staring at the artwork and going, oh. I mean, it just wasn't for me. I mean, if you guys like super short stories or you're into reading like a chapter night kind of thing, this would probably be for you. For me, not so much. I like to invest into my yaois. I like to be strung along and pulled by the heartstrings and crying for more. This did not do that. For me, this was definitely a 2-star. It wasn't good. It wasn't something that I would want to reread personally. It wasn't bad, but it was just not good. So yeah, if you guys have ever read this before, let me know down below. Because it seems like I'm ragging on it, but I'm really not. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't good. So yeah, share this with a friend who likes yaoi. Give me a like, a favorite, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Do you like what you see? Then... subscribe!